Hi all, welcome to my channel Info Craze. Today, we will look into the forms of business organizations. This video will be very useful for freshers or students in class 11 studying business studies. Even working people can watch this video for revising these basic concepts. Various forms of business organizations are sole proprietorship, partnership, joint stock company, joint Hindu family business and cooperative society. Let us start our discussion with the simplest form of business organization, which is sole proprietorship. The word sole implies only, and proprietor refers to owner. Thus, a sole proprietor is the one who is the only owner of a business. Sole proprietorship is the simplest form of business organization, where a single individual owns and manages the business. Let's understand the key features of a sole proprietorship organization. Sole proprietorship form of business is easy to start and has minimal legal formalities, though in some cases, one may need a license to start the operations. Even, the closure of the business can be done easily. Examples include small retail shops, local service providers, etc. Sole proprietor has unlimited liability, which means that the owner is personally responsible for payment of debts, in case the assets of the business are not sufficient to meet all the debts. Sole proprietor is the sole risk bearer and profit recipient. The owner bears all the risks and losses incurred by the business. Sole proprietor has full control over the business operations. He can carry out his plans and take business decisions without any interference from others. In the eyes of law, no differentiation is made between the sole proprietorship business and the business owner. Thus, the sole proprietorship business does not have an identity separate from the owner. The owner is held responsible for all the business activities. As the sole proprietorship business is owned and controlled by one person, death, insanity, imprisonment, physical ailment or bankruptcy of the owner will have direct effect on the business, which may even lead to closure of the business. Thus, sole proprietorship business may lack in business continuity. Now, let's look into the partnership form of organization. It is a type of business structure where two or more individuals or entities come together to carry on a business with a view to make profit. Let's go through the key features. A partnership organization is governed by the Indian Partnership Act, 1932. It comes into existence through a legal agreement wherein the terms and conditions governing the relationship between the partners, sharing of profits or losses and the manner of conducting the business are specified. It may be noted that the business must be lawful and run with the motive of earning profit. In a partnership firm, the partners have unlimited liability. Personal assets may be used for repaying debts. In case the business assets are insufficient, the partners are jointly and individually liable for payment of debts. Jointly, all the partners are responsible for the debts to the extent of their share in business and they contribute in proportion to that. The partners jointly bear the risks involved in running a business, while the profits are shared by the partners in agreed ratio. They also share the losses in the same ratio, in case the business incur losses, since each partner contributes capital, skills, and resources to the business. They also share in the risks associated with the venture. The responsibility of decision-making and control of business activities are shared between the partners. The activities of a partnership firm are managed through joint efforts of all the partners and decisions are generally taken with mutual consent. In a partnership firm, major decisions regarding business operations, investments, expansion, and strategic direction are typically made collectively by the partners. The continuity of a partnership depends on the terms of the partnership deed. This form of organization generally lacks business continuity, since the death, retirement, insolvency or insanity of any partner can lead to the end of business. However, the remaining partners may continue the business on the basis of a new agreement, if they intend to do so. According to the Indian Partnership Act, 1932, a partnership organization can be formed with a minimum of 2 partners. As per the Companies Act 2013, maximum number of partners in a partnership firm can be 100. Subject to the number prescribed by the government. As per Rule 10 of the Companies, Miscellaneous, Rules 2014, the maximum number of members can be 50. Partnership is a business, carried on by all or any one of the partners, acting for all. Thus, each partner in a partnership acts as an agent for the other partners and for the partnership as a whole. Every partner in a partnership firm is both an agent and a principal. He is an agent of other partners, as he represents them and thereby binds them through his actions. He is also a principal, as he too may be bound by the acts of all other partners. Now, let's look into joint stock company. A company is a legal entity formed by a group of persons for carrying out business activities with a view to earn profits. A company is governed by the Companies Act, 2013 and is incorporated under this act or any other previous company law. Let's understand the key features of a company. Company is an artificial person created by law and exists independent of its members. Like natural persons, a company can own assets, have liabilities, enter into business contracts, sue and be sued, but unlike them, it cannot breathe, eat, etc. Thus, it is called an artificial person. Company has a separate legal entity, right from its incorporation, distinct from its members. Shareholders are the owners of a company, who elect the chief managing body, that is, the board of directors. A company's assets and liabilities are separate from those of its owners. A company continues to exist, even if its shareholders or directors change. This perpetual existence allows for long-term planning and continuity of operations, as the company's existence is not tied to the lifespan of its individual members. As a company is incorporated by law, it can be closed only by following the legal procedures for winding up. Every company typically have a common seal, which acts as an official signature of the company and is used to authenticate important documents. Process involved in the formation of a company is time-consuming, expensive and calls for preparation of several documents and multiple statutory compliances. Incorporation of a company is compulsory, under the Companies Act 2013, or any of the previous company laws. Liability of its members is limited to the extent of their capital contribution to the company. Only the assets of the company can be used to settle the debts or creditors' claims, as it is the company and not the members that owes the debt. The risk of loss gets spread over a large number of shareholders in the company. Risk of losses in a company is borne by all the shareholders, unlike the case of sole proprietorship or partnership firm, where one or few persons respectively bear the losses. Regarding control, management of the company is handled by the board of directors, which appoints the senior management officials for running the business. The directors are accountable to the shareholders for the working of the company. The shareholders, however, do not have the right to get involved in the day-to-day operations of the business. The next form of business organization is joint Hindu family business. It is a traditional form of business organization, prevalent in India, primarily among Hindu families. It is governed by the Hindu Succession Act and other related laws. While joint Hindu family businesses have been a traditional form of business organization in India, their prevalence has declined in recent times due to changes in societal norms, economic factors, and the emergence of modern business structures, such as companies, partnerships, etc. The last one that we discuss here is cooperative society. It is a voluntary association of individuals who come together for a common economic or social purpose, based on the principles of cooperation, self-help, and mutual assistance. These societies are formed to promote the interests of their members, who are usually individuals with similar economic or social backgrounds. Cooperative societies operate on democratic principles, with members having equal voting rights, regardless of their level of investment or contribution. With this, we come to the end of this video. If you find this video useful, please like the same and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to my channel for many such interesting videos. If you have any question, please mention it in the comments section, so that I can revert back with the answer. You can also check my videos on accounting basics and trading and profit and loss account. Thanks for watching.